only on CTV.
An ally of Aremeyaw, codename Kofi, has blown the cover-up of Tiger Eye PI Company. Speaking to the Frontline show, Kofi exposed the self-styled journalist of his several decades of entrapment methodology. He yielded several millions of Ghana cedis for his private use. Kofi further exposed Aremeyaw of many times he had gone for huge sums of funds from supposed sponsors of his entrapment business in Dubai. Tonight, we throw back part 3 of that interview, plus Aremeyaw closest confidant in the custody of the police. I am Kweku Anan, and of course this is the Frontline, of course the weekend Frontline, live tonight from this very studio here, the HQ of CTV, and of course live across dozens of stations, all picking the feed. Our very own is broadcasting on the feed Sunyane 88.1 FM. And we can also get the feed in Western Region on Tadi 99.1 FM. And of course, in London, the feed is on GOB, transmitting on modernghana.com and TuneIn. Still on GOB. They are transmitting also on www.gobtv.tv plus Apple Music. The internet tonight is blazing on my CTV GH, and the Frontline Ghana. The Frontline Ghana. Please subscribe tonight, okay? Still on the links, you can also join us via the WhatsApp line on 020-297-3461, 020-297-3461. Promise, I'll read your messages tonight. I cross this. I'll read all your messages tonight. Folks, it's the weekend Frontline, coming to you live here, the studios of CTV, all stations and all media houses gone to bed. We, the nocturnal beings, of course, Kwekwan and the investigative journalists, plus my entire team, we're here together to think with you, and then we talk. And of course, we can make a sense of it all. Tonight, all over regional capitals, beginning from northern region, right? The whole of the northern belt, upper east, upper west, plus the northern region capital, Tamale, Ashanti region capital, Kumasi is on the feed. Eastern region, Brong-Ahafo is on the feed, and of course the nation's capital, Accra, Volta region has picked the feed. Central region, Western region, plus the 6 regional capitals. This is the nation's biggest investigative magazine show, The Frontline, with Kwekuan and your investigative journalist tonight with the crew. What do we have for you? It's a promise that I have to deliver. Now, I think sometime last 2 weeks and last week, we walked the path. Part 1, Part 2. An ally of Aremeyaw exposed Anas on many things. And I know those of you who are following or have followed that particular piece of expose know what I'm talking of. If you are just joining us tonight, I'm sure then you have to go back, follow the queue, and then today's show can make a sense to you. Other than that, it's going to take you a bit of time to understand what is going on. Now, what it is this. An ally who got much closer to Aremeyaw in many of the things Anas has done out there, especially in his recent kind of what he called to be that of investigative journalists, by way of going to entrap people. He calls this, dependent. This person, somebody hire him, or somebody doesn't like somebody's nose or his head, like my head. If somebody doesn't like my head, all that the person, and the person want to just, by way of clear me out of the scene, you just go and then, so Anas could be described typically in the description of what former and late Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings once said, rented press. So we can say Anas at a point is behaving like a rented press. So if somebody want to get rid of you, it's just a matter of go speak to Tiger Eye operatives, and then they will just come out there, they will get at you by way of, they set you up, and then they throw your footage into the court of public opinion, or depending who wants that particular, information would be sent to the person, and then you plus that individual, perhaps maybe your boss, your husband, your wife, whatever, and then there you go. Now, this guy described Anas Aremeyaw Anas in a bad picture, that what he has done for God knows how many, several decades of what portrayed to us as journalism isn't journalism. And that Aremeyaw Anas has done a lot of evil, dastardly acts against the consciousness of this country, including that of painting himself as an apostle of what? Anti-corruption. No, it isn't. It's a lie. Folks, and what he said to us, it's mind-boggling. And now many of you who follow the front line know what I'm talking of. In that same interview, if you recall, the gentleman mentioned one of Aremeyaw's confidants, where he said this Aremeyaw's confidant also, worked with Anas very close. And when they separated, this confidant's baby mama, he alleges that Anas wanted to send the baby mama plus the child outside Ghana. For what? That we don't know. But then what I can tell you tonight is that that confidence of Anas Aremeyaw Anas, whose baby mama, allegedly Anas wanted to, it's been alleged that Anas wanted to send that lady outside Ghana. A question mark, who is that confidant? Tonight I'm going to unveil that confidant to you. Yes. The part 3 of the interview, I'll play it tonight for you to listen and know who is this Aremeyaw Anas that we heard, we saw many things about him, this, that, and some of us thought that we could go to bed and allow him to be doing all of this anti-corruption, so that at least it can save the system. Unfortunately, it did not. Tonight we have a build-up for you. But I'm even learning out there that Anas Aremeyaw Anas has sent some ladies to some judges. It's been alleged that he sent some ladies to some judges to sleep with them, and they've recorded those videos to come and disgrace some judges. Really, here in this country. And that, as part of the ordeal of the Chief Justice, Anas has about 2 petitions written against the current Chief Justice. Is this true? Folks, the build-up tonight is something else, though. Still on the bill. The opposition New Patriotic Party's Thank You Tour. Thank You Tour is in limbo. Yes, it's in limbo. Why is the Thank You Tour in limbo? 3, still on the bill. A massive conspiracy ploy against one of the candidates. Now we know, so we can say he's a candidate. But as to whether he would be able to go for glory or otherwise, there is a massive conspiracy against him. We know he's a candidate. He's going to be a candidate on the MPP ticket because he said that he's going to contest. He made an announcement just a couple of days ago. But whether or not he will go for glory or otherwise, there's a massive conspiracy awaits him. And who am I talking to? Or who am I referring to? Kennedy Kwame Akompreko in Japan. Tonight we have a build-up for that conspiracy ploy. We expose the conspiracy ploy. It's a packed show, very packed. And of course, the Frontline show also is preparing for yet another explosive expose coming. I'll announce it to you. Serious expose coming. I'll give you the names of these exposés coming. And so just brace yourself and let's see. But of course, it's the weekend Frontline, is it not? So, Call a friend, call a brother, call a sister, call a nephew, call an auntie, whoever they are, in Ghana, outside Ghana, wherever they are, whenever, however, we are your reliable means source, the front line with Kweku Annan. Folks, tonight I'll tell you, brace yourselves and let's sit, think, and make a sense of it all. I'll take you to the preparation underway for the conclave. You know the conclave? Yes. Yeah. God's sanctuary. God's sanctuary. If you like, let me rather put it this way. The Vatican City is preparing for the conclave to elect a pope. You are aware of that? We'll go there to elect a pope. A pope. Folks, let's get started. My name is Aremeyaw. Emre nkomo eda fom no maako mienu miensa bi. Yedi kudi weekend no na yaba Monday. Na watwe mienu na mene mu di nkomo bi efa abrantie bi a oben anas ne ye adwuma. Wane na ye adwuma officially, but na oye niama kakrakra de ma wom to oben ne pa. Orei efrem me say Kweku bra na me no nya interview na koda niam bi edi kire Ghana for say owura no a mode anti corruption edwuma ahye ne nsa so wonye wo Ghana no nte sa wonye ni papa nye sa na te na edwuma bi a oye wo Ghana na so oye wo hemfa airport trace say corruption mu betu asne no ne de na nte sa na hu be hia se mekamu nukre na wo na we investigative journalist kona ko ka kire Ghana for nti orei ye ne ye interview no mokaya mabo part 1 amamo me bo part 2 ni mamo anadwi ye de part 3 no eba na ensem we interview no no obeti bi pa abrante ne nsem bi e wakeka so far dawson ebi wame ate ase se Aremeyaw anas edwuma na wo ye no ne tiger ne ye ni na ye dwuma wo ye di edwiri sika de bonkrofo po egu onwa na ne bank account mu efi osensi so se edwuma no de tiger na ye no eye dwuma akwete se rented press say obi mpa obi asem obi tan obi say mebre to the extent say oye reference bi Emma papa pani bi a mabo ni din wa no ni video no so I have it but me say me yi ni video ha eye former managing director Emma Dufour's bank a friend Felix Nyankopon na kwan omode sa papa no fa so no I myself my share video no e kwan omode papa no e fa Emma ne fa plane ba Dubai wo mo ni di nkomo se omu bebie bank bi wo hemfa sene he ne me ade ye wi adi sika group no so ma ne so onsesa osesa sika yi se ye so oba won to bibi wo kwan mu emfemre ne ma papa ne sesa ya pe omu twa video no ene me ade obedru from Dubai obedru Kotoka Accra pepepe anche yesi ye yinedi afi ne yenya sa video no I have a copy there but me see me person me yi but afi ne yenya ya te bibia se sentia papa no wo fence kwabna Dufour bank ho ye yinedi ya he's such a nice man but reason am ye yinedi no sa adiwe but then make us say Felix Nyankopon wa mokro no o hwe kwesi nyantechi ne mu enim ni mpenifo bebre Aremeyaw de sa kwan no ode o mafa so a weyiyi o mafidie a ne kwasem na obi sa say eye adwuma ben na brantie wuye na afikra de metete ne say ajagefo bi wo memu ha allegation kase e de bonus esi ano say ajagefo bi wasoma emaiwa bi emomo ni ajagefo na akodeda ema wo ma film sa ajagefo no ema ni na aka ho odi petitioner koma say chief justice enhwe sa asem ne kama chief justice ne mpese obehwe sa asem na kanti ni na eka ho allegation kase o ni na aka ho ena ma nti chief justice na so ayehye de ne che say chief justice na tena sa petition no so mbisa say sa judge for no omo force man no omo die ana so omo rape o man na so omo yeden ana judge for no to omba bi na sa maiwa no kom ho e na sa judge for no ne man ne die. Which one is which? We are watching the situation closely. Nebeba bedru me pono so ha say me say be den eba be land say bam e wo me pono so ha me hwade. Yeah. Now what share interview ni ani owura na ye no am na kire say owura no sa kire mu biom say abrante bi so ono anas eye adwuma in fact okunu ma Aremeyaw but they do pempen so no wo na etiti mu te say Ahmed Swali mu na atiti mu omukoye no sa owura no abayiwo bi anas erebi a one ne ewo ne ba no edum pempen so bi na Aremeyaw epese oyeden eno so allegation e de abo anasa ya frɛ no meyi ano oso oma ewura no so no pese oma ewura no ene ne ba ni na free Ghana sa allegation say ne kwese nye ne kwe Aremeyaw pese oba be yi ano nsem pi wo ho a me pese mepo ni na egu ho but de benti ene na pese oma sa ne confident no ne baby mama no odo mu free Ghana hako but you be say why ene sa Anas Aremeyaw Anas ne confident o ehwan ya because Ghana ye ne ye interview Kofi no o kan san nsem ni ase ye no ne confident ba o ehwan anadwi ye beda sa owura na di akero I will unveil him ni bonia Anas Aremeyaw Anas di sa abrante no very sad indeed, very sad. Yeah, some me maka kire NDC for say empenifo bi amwo NDC mu amopese mo ye bibi to restore yeah, if you like, call it the damage repairs. Because Aremeyaw pay, he's been damaged for the rest of the life. Hey, opa ko nyankopon ho na wu suit ya se bra down say from the skies me sit down who na bra from na magic Ghana you are finished. Aremeyaw Anas, as far as me Kweku sitting here I leave me see you are finished. You can't. I only warn you and I told you, say, for you to redeem that image, you have to. So we just Ghana for him now. Ghana for now. Me, I'll support you. Build whatever you want to build in the media landscape. Because what that Diana, yeah, you lie to everybody. Who they are true? Now we need papa. The things I have on that boy, Aremeyaw, any papa Kweku bako, unless Miami decide, they say, I just want to cut it off for now. Because there's something in the making, and I don't want to announce anything. Yeah, tonight, my boss I interview no, the last interview naturally. Still on the bill, NPP thank you tour. It's still in limbo. I know who Basabi Wabil say, Ninanko Kumekwa na said, Sanam Niade. Yeah, inti IBBL MPP thank you to. Baumiano so thank you to no. Thank you to no I know who BC players are no moka homo moko no mguase ho no. Aha, but make us say e bi ma redraw every way no thank you to no. Wo ma redraw. Yeah. E bi ma redraw every mu. Thank you to no bi so to wirem kwayem sirem mipom nuem pe ba bi do mtiafa. Obi ampe disturbances o. Thank you to sesen. Ukoye campaign and I said thank you to. Thank you to for what? After your despicable debacle, you lost miserably, and you are going to thank who? Well, let me again say on the bill. One among the candidates for the flag bearership race of the NPP. There's a big conspiracy ploy. Big one. To decapitate. Yeah, there's a big conspiracy ploy to decapitate Medanedi. Na eyahwanya ora Kennedy Kwame in Japan. Yeah, and I'll reveal portions of the conspiracy at the Amamo. Yeah, he knows it. He knows more. Expose bin in Amkwemu ba on the Frontline show. medasa expose ni akyeremo dia ebeba in the body of Christ asofo akese mugu memu ha momma boso nyina ye meba the part 2 of the expose the body of Christ under siege deba ebe nsmp a weekend o ento de mayentu tutu bia na yentu tutu bia na de yenhwe de niam besia ebeko why toboase kura yes na anadu WhatsApp messages no the messages never making kind 020 2973461 020 2973461 making kind messages in na mama now yenya ntia so se onyankopon ya adomo a Monday ya ebe the opposition New Patriotic Party one more ebeko wombe hite the principal streets of the capital demonstration kese pa na one more ako demonstrate ekwanda hose ese mom kwa mamoko esan se enipa wo ho a ese otumi trenetene wapom otrenetene wapom enye bone omoko demonstration amesemo manipa bonifo bia enko ho manipa bonifo bia enko frafra mu NDC for montwe mo ho na munyai momko sa demonstration no yes ene yempese nipa papa bia so bekwa ko frafra demonstration tie kasa we ni mienu yempe nipa bonifo bia so omko akọ frafra sa demonstration Monday ene yempe nipa boni ni bia so se okọ frafra demonstration munyai ma demonstrators nko demonstrate yeah wombe basi nipa every all over regions namne ade abe demonstrator eyom right nti munyai sa na asomdwe intimi emra krowi sim asomdwe bi ntumi yeden emra krowi esim munyai ma demonstrators yes na bibia so intimi so endeda nakwem bibia so beden ebededa nakwem enti mayenwure quick one Remura Ghana speaks under what politics of today but Ghana Speaks proudly brought to you by Idrumakwe Ora Blaster for and koma menomo edie no ye boa wa konia saben so kire se ensa asesem ho ayeden papa nti ye hwe se ubetimi a enche ya asase ye bohu dewe a meme no omedi nsa wosui ye be pane bi diama o e ma wo de ayi bia wo pese wo yeden wo de ye timi mesre wo se bra bonini mwate me kwaku na me die ni mo ya ton asase ma bonini okay wo wasase no wakọ ho ntokwa akon wakọ ho court enem ne yade enko enru ba bia lands commission ho wakọ ho ya ye de be enru ba bia jato ho for now for the very meantime jato ho na be ja asase foforo na hwe na yeden mantam wodan 2 or 3 or 4 rooms bi na opese wusi maybe a da chon ko retirement when you baby do theater adwene ho bi adwene ho a e kwan so a no ebi so american sikebi kakra na ye pagya na ye ama na apese umpesi ska na be hye na opese wo de project yes a project ben ubetimi esi school cluster of schools ubetimi esi university crowd ma na ye ahyase nim binim ni ade ewuanom omesisi bi fefefe kama ubetimi esi bi ebi sukura na wo kọ hospitality no so hotels bi na opese usisi nim ni ade a eno so ometimi aboawo ana opese wo bridge the housing deficit since you see any baby di tito into wo pese wo into real estate development ni nara wo more plans for you now the beauty of the Ora Blaster for instance as ya gino all over the capital be breakwa you bi okwa benya breaku danger ama sama nsa wo mbotiano be break to the extent that even a place of one kasa choice that you want apart from what I've said a place of your choice will make me as I said the amount gauge access water ewo asasinimu road network and so electricity and so into we need problem uni problem at all. Na maybe yes I see a cho fair kama na why then wahwe na wotu ho anamo e maybe bia no etimi IFFF e de amount wate ora blaster for no ube frɛ wɔn mo ɔkyena pa 10 o'clock one more course site into betimi afrɛ mo ɔkyena latest by 7:38 no we to make call mo office e wo franco he yawo ukwa one more edo be course site because e domo a e ba no ma course site no betimi account so wa be drive o car so mo edo be tron mo car mo na edo course site no akwa akɔhwɛ frɛ one more ɔkyena pa 222 053 617 6327 053 617-6327 Ora Blaster for Bejoso. Watch woman sass no any site was city city. Take a listen.
Hello, welcome. Thank you. Sure. I'm interested in buying a plot of land. Seeing your ads online, decided to pass by and come check it out myself. Doing business without seeing real offices these days is kind of really stressful.
What is your budget range?
Spending about 50 to 70,000 Ghana cedis.
Wow, luckily we have a plot of land here going within that range. Actually, at Entrapment.
Oh, great. And how is the payment plan?
We have an initial deposit of 20%, outright payments, 3 months payment, 6 months payment, and 9 months payments. With the outright and 3 months, we give you 1 triple stone and 1 triple sand.
Oh, wow, interesting. Sure. And I think I'll go for the 3 months payment. When can I go view the site?
Every Saturday 10 a.m. is site viewing.
Then I think we are good to go.
That's fine.
That's nice.
Thank you, sir.
Nice doing business with
you. Nice doing
business.
Thank you.
Find your dream property with Aura Black Star Limited. Visit us today and let our expert team guide you home.
You can contact us on 030-2452-555, 030-2452-555. Our website at www.aurablackstarlimited.com. Aura Black Star, your preference, our priority.
Great folks, welcome back to the nation's biggest investigative magazine show. The Frontline show, of course, is the weekend Frontline. Mame, Emma, happy birthday, and Koma, Mirawi, Nidin de Erica Fusua Bunsu. Erica Fusua Bunsu. Oh, no, that screen is on. Pretty beautiful enough. She not. She is. Yes. Oh yeah, it's among SDA Nursing and Midwifery Training College. It's among SDA Nursing and Midwifery Training College. Erica Fusua Bunsu and Nipa always say a ray happy birthday no. Danson Deborah, Quadru Danson Deborah, and he's a sports analyst. Kojo Danso Deborah and I always say Mami happy birthday or it's among SDA Nursing and Midwifery Training College or a nurse nti moa mope mpanie binim ne ade ne yabom ma bibia ye kama no na o is among wa mesro no wako betimi abo panie ma bibia no aye kama wo de ahwa how far why Good. So, Danso Deborah, we were Erica and Bunsu, dinner birthday. Yankopon Yen kesi. Folks, I feel the politics of today, tonight, we assess whether or not the call for Black Pope after the death of Pope Francis is imminent. Well, signs on the wall, even before the passing of the Pope, runs contrary. Enipa bebre no mususu se Pope awenya ne krechi koye Pope Francis. Wenya ne ba bi kono. Sabri se ye hwehwemu a ye wenu a arithmetics na utimu ze. Dia oba be next Pope no be this person of color. Na ebisusu esusu se e feel se edwin se ehunu se Ghana Diemwa, Intinandium, a Bayer Cardinal Peter Apia Texan, and as who di or the next pope. Now, a bit in Yabasa. Well, folks, my meaning can you be asked to trace a Nadia black pope bi abetimi epiem Vatican City home na yeye. Pope Francis onyan ko ne krechi kra no. Signs glaringly on the walls. Tell, suggest, prove. Enyadia. Oho almost oho enyankopon fie. It's like the citadel of Christ. Intine from St. Petersburg, whatever. But upon Peter I shall build my church. There be nya so dan. Tienie Vatican e si ono enya so dan yo. May catch anybody. I'm sorry, we are Catholic now, please. Mempe udede sembia. We are small Catholic. Na me kamasem. But all that I want to say to anybody said that citadel described as the Vatican, perhaps called as a government of God. I'm sorry, it not. And a biome enya den so a black person bia so betumi ewura akotena sa akunwa no so na so dem wa koye pope bia ma na yeyi. And send clear. Take a listen to this. Watch it carefully. Listen.
God have mercy upon us. 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 God have mercy upon us.
In another event, Black Cardinal denied embracing Pope Francis, indicating black cannot lead the so-called God's sanctuary, the Vatican, and this is why. Enye kre ebiom say Pope obeba the next no obeye black person yede na eba ontimi enya dia ebeye no. And the reason why say Pope no entimi enya black man so enwa na migusu ameyi chro. Take a listen to this one too. Watch and watch closely. Watch this. Now, and in the coming days, we would put something, one of the dark secrets of the Vatican. Our program. One of the dark secrets of the Vatican. Yeah. What's the last mechanism? They altered the DNA of times and days. In 1552, Gregory the 13th altered the DNA according to God's arrangement. This is a way Yedi afini we are. You say the month begins January. No, it's April. the question remains why they altered the beginning of the year at the year January instead of April. In 1552, Gregory the 13th in Odise, and as we speak, the whole world governs by the Gregorian calendar. So say amayama bi omwa esono said omo ye omo niama. Uko Israel for calendar is different. Rome ho nankasa no Roman for nankasa no omo de esom no so enam wo esom no se me bae no. Yes, they were practicing more of what is called Judaism. And Christianity broke from Judaism. All right? And who's there? Well, it's as though they were trying to sympathize the Christian, origins. But then yema baby share, ne yenhwe se be ya. Enu ni na nam swa mesumesumi. Enema bebre omo de be share Bible mi a ni na ye atoro enada akohwisem enabrabasem. Omo wi ano ba ka chem ni umi enize na Vatican ahwe womu na calendar, the whole calendar no ye di ti wiase yan. Womu di calendar ne ba yo. All the global events were birthed by them. Now the catch him say Jesus Christ was birthed on the 25th of December. Hello, man. That's a joke. 25th of December. 19 what? 15 what? 17 what? 18 what? Now they come when ye. No we are normal by catch say Christo asiyewu. They are share black. You share black na ni asia ko she fufuo. Yes, was sorry. What is this? It is a Christopher na ye de wa African dey say yanse bie ni etim to think from the above. Africans are not welcome in the so-called Vatican. No. After saying 6 centuries ago, they introduced to us a religion, and that religion also came with its what? Language. So, this is a Vatican. We see how many a year. Yeah, find out. Maybe Biana Mecca. Go and research. When we see Vatican, it's been how many centuries? So, and from them, Christianity was introduced to Africans and the world 15 centuries ago. And when the Christianity came along with its language. As I said before, the enemy answer. When they some brew, some nanya was some, and almost the casa esoka religion was say, J naka and osoka. This dastardly, deadly slavery, mental slavery, deep one. Now religion ben no de buy, and they make culture for free. But language ben that accompanied the religion. No language ben. And how many of you have spoken the language before? Take a listen to this.
Who among us speaks in tongues? Raise your hand. If you speak, come. Let me get a recording on my phone. Come. The rest of you pray. This is serious business. Come, sister. You look as if you love Jesus and you love the truth. All right. You speak in tongues? Okay. Speak in tongues.
La krapasho koroboski karibashika roko sibere karakariba. Le kakarobo sekere beraki karobo sekere kere. Le karaba kakar yarabara siboroko. Jesus shekere rabaka karibara siboro karibo sekere beke.
All right. Okay. Stay right away. Someone else who speaks in tongues, come and tell me what she said. Someone else who speaks in tongues, come and interpret.
What are they waiting for? Nobody want to come out.
You have to be honest. I'll call again. Stay where you are. Someone else that speaks in tongues, come and tell the world what she just said. Is there a hand? What did you just say? What did you say? No, what did you say? Interpret. You may return to your seat.
You never see anything. You never see anything.
There is God. Oh.
Hey!
There is God.
You see?
Religion the bar and who kasa no. Ena papa no friend so omra no mbek uti kasa no ubetimi aka. Osi say here ba hwe ho fa han say eno enye Chinese. Enye South Korea for kasa. Neither say eye North Korea for. Africa for say the jisa kasa we edie. Africa o say the kasa we edie nyasem keto. Who say lady no oso onka no lady ne say no ho so say ne okasa no ne ade say sunsun konkro bia ba no so fahene sere owo so keka ne sa. Owie ne yaso interpret o stuck. Tie we so say dia ono so all Canadian na say no so o say assembly lady ne dia no minim say what betin interpret na fa breme. But there's somebody also ono so all Canadian na no so interpretation e be kan say. Take a listen to this one.
Your entire life shall be dominated by the voice of God. When the voice of God takes control over your life, it will be extremely difficult for any foreign voice. Your entire life shall be dominated by the voice of God. When the voice of God takes control over your life, it will be extremely difficult for any foreign voice. Your entire life shall be dominated by the voice of God. When the voice of God takes control over your life, it will be extremely difficult for any foreign voice.
Where is it? My interpretations into all of this. Ubetimi achirechira sia na ode message no once and afa 020-297-3461 020-297-3461. I will read all of them. We need understandings of these messages. Now, what it means is that these are the languages a someone who manebae. Okay? Minim de biarada, our forefathers wherever they are now, say womuka kasa bi say ikikoma gadusa iko brakako fahen binim ne ade ara wo sam o ana ye forefathers na nka kasa bi say eno ne ye kan ni na broni no de bra wo say je kanina na hwe after again dropping religion and its language to us, the next is what? Democracy. But they will not want us to form our system of governance and democracy. No. Why? Because it will rather unite Africa. The next thing they can't buy any day. Amemu breo. Say kwan way and a fasuno bu woman. Yes. Whoa. Now, a member no me buy no, and yet a system of a member. Me kind of saying, a reflected in kind of saying national in character of your system of government. No, And you see, the system of government, any system of government of our own, according to them. But then, where the black people can be emancipated, must be a system of government that encapsulates into what? Our system of what? Tradition, culture, our ideology, and what? Our philosophy. Me say, TMU, until say Africa would be emancipated totally, but I can assure you, any listener, viewer watching me tonight, Africa will be emancipated. I'm telling you, sooner rather later now. But until say Africa will be liberated, our system of government or democracy must reflect nationally in character, encapsulating what? Our tradition, our culture, right? And all encumbrance, our way of life. Because democracy in Africa is their way of life. Yeah, and a way of war life. No. And in Africa, memoir and and any move biara ebe koso say Africa person or ye any move biano, then quickly they go there, decapitate. Normally decapitating. Ebi na koso in the life of one Ibrahim Touare, 30-something-year-old head of state of Burkina Faso. Mo will say the Burkina ho air hot. My dina measure the echo. So the Burkina Faso government today and now say no, I will not rule this country devoid of any Western influence. I don't believe in the Western democracy. No. And so, the Western world now, your margin say no. And see a military general on one Africa, ye use no ni enfanko and could decapitate the what? The head of state of Burkina Faso. Enyare ho. When we read religion, if he assume to say religion, any I can say democracy, a kobako, pepe, religion and democracy move along, and that is the tool on which the purpose vehicle on which the accelerated growth of what? The black consciousness going down. No way so no minyam. Tomorrow is a mumpeni Professor Dr. Emeritus. Wama school ni ne dru baby o medru. Nanso, wo do mine mama, wama handle o mine say. Na munti groma. Look at your professors and your doctors. Do you think they have the antidote? They have the blueprint to shape this country? Number shaping is saying. Oko MPP ma professors omugumi nyagro. Oba NDC ma professors omugum nyagro na so de no mutumika obi antimi nka sempepe bi they ono no ye the manuals ne the man so nkosua osua wi a na man max or professor what we that's it. He doesn't have what it takes. Oh ya say again, the mind has been, I don't know, just say enya or how enya deketo. We are carrying a mountain downton taxes that we need to. We must say bibia. Those who feel religion, no, we de democracy. Amembo no me buy. Now share. Amembo no me buy no. Edien no me buy be. We me buy be said be Africa intimi yaden en kambo. Ye kambo mu pe the unity of purpose ni be mu pe SMBC. Take a lesson. Watch this carefully.
The Organization of African Union, created on May 25th, 1963 in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, was part of an effort to circumvent efforts by Kwame Nkrumah to build a single union of African states. And instead we come up with an Organization of African Union that codified the colonial borders that were created by Europe in 1884 and 85. We have to be able to break out of this, but it's going to take revolution in order to do this. African revolution in order to do this. African revolution that will destroy imperialism, and the world economy that's responsible for the growing immiseration of the masses of people around the world. Uhuru.
Great. In view of the above, question remains: how many nationalists and leaders in Africa have been taken down by these same advocates of democracy? What did Papa Nekaino? Now, show Afiyemra, a coin democracy need a debre no. Now, any leader beyond so Africa person standing up. Now, on democracy, emu eshe kinano so no. It will be say, on one hand, you want Africa to embrace democracy and practice democracy, but anybody be your best standing up as a nationalist, you know, it will be say, what kind of system of democracy the Western world in the person Africa is practicing? Are there any democracy no person practice you? No. As far as we know, democracy came into existence in 1630. But definitely, democracy will face off anytime soon. Aristocrats even said it. But democracy took off in 1630. It's been how many centuries down the line? Do the calculation. Democracy will face off. Yeah. And who said, African leader Bia Obe Piaba Bonte as a nationalist Biano, no more decapitating. Now, yes, sir, I didn't see any Munyama leaders Nina. No. Enter Niyama Africa, Emeya Africa. No. Even though they are advocating for the same thing we are trying to do, they are not for us. How many leaders do you know who tried to stand up for Africa? All of them were shut down. Take a listen to this.
And they started. In January 1961, they assassinated Patrice Emery Lumumba, and Congo has never been the same again. In 1963, they assassinated Sylvanus Olympio in Togo, and Togo has never been the same again. Then there were coup d'etats, Kwame Nkrumah himself. In 1966, eliminated via coup d'etat, all his writings, all his speeches banned, never to be read, never to be listened to until 1972, when Ignatius Kutu Acheampong rehabilitated him. Ahmed Ben Bella in Algeria gone. In Nigeria, Nnamdi Azikiwe and Abubakar Tafawa Balewa gone. In Mali, Modibo Keita gone. In Chad, everywhere, coup d'etats. Here in Ethiopia, 1974, if I'm not wrong, coup d'etat and the emergence of the Derg regime. In East Africa, Uganda, coup d'etat, mutinies in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania in 1971. All orchestrated because we were disunited and we were weak. The predictions of our forefathers and founding mothers that disunited we would remain weak came true.
Baby, kujitas, haji baby. Wamwane shemu, eno mu orchestrate bibia. And the reason for this is to ensure this unity of Africa. So we'll lose that sense of what? Unity of purpose. So that we cannot be able to, we cannot foster common grounds and look into bilateral trades and cooperations. Yeah, because they have to tear us apart. Tear us apart, which would avoid, obviously, the unity of purpose. Take a listen to this one more time.
We will not allow sub-Saharan Africa to escape that. Okay, we do everything to keep sub-Saharan Africa where it is, also impoverished. It's absolutely vital for the prosperity of everyone else. So let's get clear about that. Okay, and this means all the economic structures, all the global institutions, and the economics we teach everyone is all designed to keep Africa exactly where it is. And whether it is Europe or US or now China, it's always the same. We need Africa to be impoverished because we need those raw materials and we need them.
Osidai, mo hunyoma wo mo kwakọ fum ewa African region from the Sahara whole from him from wo mo kwafum ni na. Yes. Na ubisa say ye no ehi na ejina Ghana wo bebi o mo de ebejina e. E na o maye te say yen e na ye beye leadership ama African nation region ina. It is a wuhwemu Ghana was the first country in the south of the Saharan African continent to have gained her independence. And after independence, what do we see? The spirit of gloom, despondency, and moral decadence have become a commonplace. When we are maybe after 2 years, oh, Ghana, gateway to Africa, a beacon of democracy. If all of these are just one of those, call it nomenclatures, and indeed they are cliches, keke. Now, share. Nina Mono Papai Oshenkombi to her, Ayo Malcolm X, before his passing, prophesied that one day the black race would be emancipated and awakened with great consciousness. Malcolm X echoed to her, say, Africa, Ebesorobe and Africa would be emancipated. Listen to Malcolm X, the late.
There will come a time when black people wake up and become intellectually independent enough to think for themselves, as other humans are intellectually independent enough to think for themselves, then the black man will think like a black man, and he will feel for other black people. And this new thinking and feeling will cause black people to stick together. And then at that point, you'll have a situation where when you attack one black man, you are attacking all black men. And this type of black thinking will cause all black people to stick together. And this type of thinking also will bring an end to the brutality inflicted upon black people by white people. And it is the only thing that will bring an end to it. No federal court, state court, or city court will bring an end to it. It's something that the black man has to bring an end to himself.
Okay. Nina, finally, Professor P.L.O. Lumumba of Kenya advocates for Africa's unity and sense of purpose. Papi also know, before Betias say we have to what? Unite and drive our sense of purpose. Listen to P.L.O.
We must unite now. We must have one army. We must have one currency. We must have one foreign policy. We must be united. And I can hear the Osagie for saying, I do not want to be the leader of that country. I simply want unity. And I'm saying that we must live here with one united government. They listen not to the Osagiefo. I can still hear those immortal words of the Osagiefo Kwame Nkrumah telling his Ghanaian peoples that the independence of Ghana means nothing if the rest of Africa is not independent. I can hear the Osagiefo Kwame Nkrumah.
So muna kasa, domuka ni dedronwa bohwan Kwame Nkrumah din. Simon, it is a Kwame Nkrumah obeye bi pa. Ghana is located the epicenter of the world. We are at the epicenter, the nerve center of the global world. Ahanso and the Green Meridian and so nam. Omani nyomanya mudidi agros anu. No. Omani kesiye pa. Don't see wakase biya ni ekansi. Say obeka said the center cannot hold us. Said the MPP in America kwe. Center ni holdwa is the same say. Ewiase ayeti. Ewiase bedi kunim. Ewiase benya ahuto. Ewiase benya ahuto soa. Efridi mfinfin no eko. Okay, folks. It is a wiase nya ho beto no a the world power ejina homa ewiase say ewiase ahobeto no the western world, America no join, the world's most superpower. Mo de akoso America mining ho, yes, but until say the center ne be hold the connectivity of ensuring say the global world, you know, both global political economic power obia ho tono the center must hold, and the center near him is Ghana. Ghana Jeho Emma, a strategic symbol in the eye of the Lord. Trust me, guys. Those who have the eyes know what I'm talking about. Yes. The center no be holdua. Me say Ghana marks the epicenter of the global world. No. Something must happen here. Ansana, we are saying ahotoba. Ehupa. Make a short break, more to come on the nation's biggest investigative magazine show, The Frontline. Stick and stay. I'll be right back.
Hello, welcome. Thank you. Sure.
I'm interested in buying a plot of land. Seeing your ads online, decided to pass by and come check it out myself. Doing business without seeing real offices these days is kind of really stressful.
What is your budget range?
Spending about 50 to 70,000 Ghana cedis.
Wow, luckily we have a plot of land here going within that range. Actually, at Entrapment.
Oh, great. And how is the payment plan?
We have an initial deposit of 20%, outright payments, 3 months payments, 6 months payments, and 9 months payments. With the outright and 3 months, we give you 1 triple stone and 1 triple sand.
Oh, wow, interesting. Sure. And I think I'll go for the 3 months payment. When can I go view the site?
Every Saturday, 10 a.m. is site viewing.
Then I think we are good to go.
That's fine.
That's nice.
Thank you so much.
Nice doing business with
you. Nice doing business. Thank you.
Find your dream property with Aura Black Star Limited. Visit us today and let our expert team guide you home.
You can contact us on 030-2452-555, 030-2452-555. Our website at www.aurablackstarlimited.com. Aura Black Star, your preference, our priority.
Great, welcome back. Of course, the biggest investigative magazine show, The Frontline, the weekend one. Folks, Enche mebabe bo sa exclusive audio recording no emamwetie, but nemagu ekwemo esi edeba. Hwe bebre mu de nema edi agro. Ghana oman na esi wono, enye oman keto sa o. Enye bibi nti eno nyankopon bubo ni wiase no odisa our mind way ebe she wia the whole world all the way from the Antarctic, from the Arctic Sea, from wherever any monkey kahon any de dida pum the you kind of saying the Bermuda enemy he but the whole world nimfinfin enini ahanso and the Greenwich Meridian enam se Ghana koyo maybe by this time abrofu etwa menmu hia be sha se pete emomu kohwe Meridian no line be bieda yeah the whole world ade e control time. Now you must understand one thing, say times nyankopon ye ni bibia within specific radius of what time and seasons. When you mean sorry nye bibia sa o or the day every and what they are there. Times and season. Yeah. You see, the whole world now, but until say, now Trump better the global world, and American democracy is shaking, serious. And sooner or rather later, there will be some reformation. And that reformation will come on the back of, say, the center of the world must play a significant pivotal role. And another role, brace yourselves. Yeah. Brace yourselves. Asofo na mo memu ha na bebre edidie ni onom edidie medie enkoa o to minima na se ade achi no mako gireje o ma so dem wo akasa age collection egu o motom no mko they know to nothing bebre su ya kromfo criminals and thieves boni pepo de onyankopon asem bonipa epo yes and one amunim they don't just say they are not in tune and inclined to anything spiritual significance that is coming. The awakening spirit. No. The awakening spirit yet to come. No. The connectivity of God's plan and his DNA for the construction of the global world. And once we see so much dying in Entrapment being on cathedrals, sikadie, the chrono. But Shannon so say Adibi Beba on the Frontline program. Coming up, the Frontline exposés in the making. The body of Christ under siege is coming. Expose Kasiapa. Yes. Men sure there, but possibly there is a matter of days, weeks, or months. It's coming. The biggest expose. The body of Christ under siege. Again, and I see again soon as you gauge towards this expose. Take a listen to this.
They call themselves as the holy men of God. But beneath them lies darkness, evil, and wickedness. But now they've reached the breaking point, as the web on the front line has captured them in an expose that will shake the foundation of Christianity in Ghana. Expect more in the coming days, weeks, and months on the Frontline show with Kwikwanan. Behind the false holy crown lies darkness. This is Code Red Season 2 on the Frontline, coming soon.
Great folks, expose we nam kwemo ba gidi and sorry baby wo memha munyina yi big men of God asofo akese bebre ye beton kra fremo esrew ye frewa mpuputi kam uni emedi nkomo ewiase mo ya akwa ete se edwuma ba ko a nipa na ya yentimi misa na sem yentimi question no is there. He's a minister of God. Obi emisa na sem. Ojina pulpit n'anim no kase wie no an owi okọ de baby. De obeka bi yemfa. Well, expose we nam kwem eba. Second, a top defense intelligence officer. Officer formerly with national security under Exwa Akufo-Addo's government would break his silence soon on the Frontline show. A top defense intelligence officer formerly with the national security under Exwa Akufo-Addo's government will break his silence, right? He will soon break his silence on the Frontline show. and expose what he called the enemies of the state. Yeah, the enemies of the state. Papai or defense intelligence, DI, a former defense intelligence chief, you sign your call national security or koyejuma. Na nyoma a course and the nation's security apparatus one. As when in the na enche or be breaking the silence on this show, the Frontline show. Na obi hwenu meguho pa ewiem woso. So expose gauge the space eba. Oba betra life. Yeah? Expose nyoma bebree. And nyoma ekoso in the ex-war Adodankwa Akufo-Addo's government. Odmina eba beto. Folks, answer na meko Ghana speaks this no. Afi mamemfa mo enwura aha. We are learning that the NPP thank you tour is in limbo. Some top officials have withdrawn from the exercise. Nipe bi omo thank you tour no. Omo are withdraw. Well, we do know say yes. Ora Kennedy Japan were withdraw. We are also learning say the party chairman were withdraw. We are also learning say friends saying party ni mu stalwart baako ora Kwado Mpieni. Kwado Mpieni miso e dey ato say thank you to no must be aborted. Now tonight let me state this, that there is a conspiracy ploy in the making to seek there's a conspiracy ploy to see the back of one of the candidates. There is a conspiracy ploy to see, or it's in the making, to see the back of one of the candidates before even the D-Day, to see his back before the D-Day. Not just as our candidate, you himself were calling for say or contested, but enyadia wamo pene say the contestation or be contestation obetimi wini. And yem kempo say yembe contested no be wini o wini no. Wamo din kan aye there somewhere to get him out quickly before the D-Day. And who is this person? Kennedy, a Japan candidates are party mu nipe bi ayo madwen say this is the roadmap. One more try my name MF file so be contest to no there be nya ho na asem no. This time around they are taking the whole game plan on a different roadmap. Listen to me, Ghanaians, they are taking the whole conspiracy ploy on a different roadmap. Canada they say be contested or more contested, but now the conspiracy ploy and say at the dakwemu the roadmap will be say a big crack just on one crack on team man will be contested and can't say who we need now say where we need conspiracy in that upon us, and we are monitoring the situation closely. Oh yeah, there are multiple operations. Ghanaians, there are multiple operations line up before some party bigwigs to see to ending somebody's political journey, going for glory. And I state on authority that it's no other person than still Kennedy in Japan. It's a huge target. Kennedy Japan is a huge target, and as well a political liability to the MPP's movement. Yes, what did they umpo as I'm saying here. Women say Kennedy a political liability to them. Yeah. And there's a grand conspiracy, heavy one, and Omasha see and them. Some may come from multiple angles, baby. Agent provocateur for women begum. And this is a Kennedy fan. Please tonight, TMA, and be very careful, be very circumspect, be very measured, including candidate Kennedy himself. Plan on I'm telling you, folks. Yeah. ebi so awiata so say whether MPP penifoni pew one pew somebody like wine Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia would be the candidate that would lead the MPP. But I don't know. May make makache MPP penifoni binise tieni ye. Bawumia onye boni o. Don't get it twisted. Onye boni. But the issue is about say Bawumia no a liability not to the MPP, but he's a liability to the whole nation Ghana. Number one. Number two, Bawumia is also a security threat to the very republic of this country. And I challenge any MPP come. I repeat, Bawumia is a national security threat to this country's stability, whether MPP likes it or not. Case closed. He is, on or down, he's a fine guy. Onye bonnet, but baby woko free no. Or they bano or hona semnewo. An MPP funny pow. One pow. Bawumia is a liability to the nation's security architecture and a threat to the stability of the country. And it will be a travesty and miscarriage of justice for MPP to feel Bawumia to come and lead this country's presidency. No. Baby. And between now and when the MPP need option biara option because me I don't know say which candidates or who personality bang our MPP musabi between now and 2024 mubetimi 2025 ebe ende ni ekodu 2028 a ebe kwa kwato aba no why our party ni mu ena mubetimi akase come be jira me ento so aba why no ye so marketable our party ni mu se mo ntimi anyi candidate a eye candidate Japan a minim nipa mo betimi yi no our party ni mu a so marketed our MPP and that's a fact. That is the fact. Me say between the two candidates, you know, some people for the penny say they will go for glory in 2028. Between Bawumia and the candidates, Kwame Japan, yes, both contesting they have the numbers. But I am to say this to MPP: Bawumia no or a political liability to the whole nation and a security threat. Intimodi neba enye yi. Samudi Bawumia bese pem ejabeto manim. And will be omo nim MPP mpenifo no aso nim say eja oman oyene ebesi man mu ha timude ne ba enye yi. Therefore another person so or contest who equally command numbers and ready to do battle and take the party to glory is your candidate Japan, and you cannot miss the target. But Esaya me one said, why then do you rather go on the flip side of it? You conspire to destroy the guy and want to destroy him for what? I don't know. Just because Chenchina Akufo-Addo contested 3 times. Eti Bawumia so no. Share Mameka say me. The dynamics about Bawumia will not, and may not be the same as that of candidate Akufo-Addo. Mom get this side way twisted. Do not be deceiving your people out there. And that's the reason why there's a growing, increasingly political inertia on the ground. That sooner rather later, the MPP is going to split into yet another angles. Yeah. Nano, and Yeguso say history is fast in the making. And one more minimum history in the making. What happened in 1979? So, Ebra Rollins, you see, or 2 offense Ekufu Abaniguye. At that time, the Palace School of Wine, Lieutenant General Kutu Champion, ne face off. On one defense, you can say Chief of Defense Staff, Lieutenant General Ekufu, 2 Nifia there so, and on no for me wine. Supreme Military Council too, because Ekufu at the time of Ekufu 1972 Ekufu fencing a champion two way you know fencing a Progress Party led by Buziane Ekufu and Papa Edward and Obe formed the National Redemption Council. From National Redemption Council, he moved one step ahead and because Kutu Echampo didn't believe in multi-party system. That's a fact. Kutu Echampo didn't believe in multi-party. And so at a point, people felt to say Kutu Echampo was going to bring back why Osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Or some again also anticipated, so no, it does appear as Kutu Echampo want to bring a government called the Union Government to rather establish all his military entitlement that he was denied. No. The fact remains that Kutu Echampo didn't believe in multi-party. So from there, then he moved to what you call the Union Government. And the Union Government faced one of the toughest political resistance, a clear political ambivalence against the backdrop of student union student group, political group, trade union, including GBA, Ghana Bar Association, we now sorry to Kutu Echampo. And yes, so Kutu Echampo has to bring one of his closest ally, called Kranten Ado, to go out there and scout in the African region. Say which system of government the bank and obey are practicing, because he didn't believe in multi-party system. No, Kutu Echampo believes in the union government. So no. And they say into a forming union government. The union government comprises of what? All crossover, all over. Military, the security service, civil servant, Obia Wumubi. And the Puanwani chief of defense, and ultimately a friend Kutu Echampo, ni abai etugo ni etu din say Palace School. Ni tunifro. E tunifro ono, and on why Ekufu obe forme a government called the second one, the Supreme Military Council 2, SMC 2, and the Rollins 2 nifro. Rollins say be uniform and Rollins quickly. Yes, I hear mobilization say. Into yet another multi-party system. Into that time, all the parties sitting now were sitting on the bench, ready to come in. All right? Liman, for example, Liman, if you read the background of Liman didn't understand the political dynamics. So Liman was a career diplomat, and he didn't know what was going on. Into Yeme forme ni entwa bano. Any Buzia party, Progress Party now, Omobayo. No, Biafra is a Progress Party. Omobaya, Oma metamorphose into a different political group called what? The People's Front Party. Now, the People's Front Party, a few days, weeks, months to the major election, then there was what you call a political conflagration that eventually resulted in political disintegration and then produces what? The UNC, led by Pauli and his cousin Oforiatta. Yeah. Anyone there? Tuesday, within the MPP's political, the offshoots of this group of people, the offspring or the offshoots, any way you look at them, on the flip side of it, they are changing the same group of people. And there are chamber fears in the party. And on Bibia, Ejina Kennedy Japan, so to hoist him, they want to axe him from the party. The axe will definitely fall, and Kennedy will know. They are with the speed of beam light too. All the allies, close associates, friends of Kennedy will soon spring up. They are very serious, folks. Nsembi enenam kwemo. Now, there's going to be more splintered groups in the MPP in the coming days, weeks, months. And we are watching the situation closely. On Monday, we are going to do something very exclusive. Monday. Okay, folks. So, Yemna Ghana Speaks extension. And of course, in this edition, we played a part 3 of the interview with an ally of Anas, Aremeyaw Anas Susu Shekruma, and some money, and the bonnet, Anas, Aremeyaw Anas, and some money, Yanko say nipa, Yanko say no kwa, Onosu de Yanko kwa, bonnet, we are Kukos wrong, Ubu Jumon said, didn't be Shema Ubedi, Anas, Aremeyaw Anas, on down, Bonia Sanema, Oninu, and one yadri and such a bonnet kwa, bonnet evil and evil. I may be bought tape na actual tape no in some way womb. Any people will tape no you bet down with it no money pa. Folks, take a listen to this interview with Aremeyaw ally in Dubai.
Now, Kofi, minim say Abranti bi ni Anas aye, me pese me bonidi. Oni ni edwuma 7 years or driving no 7 years. At the same time, no Anas one of the camera guys or Odimu akwetine paamano. The same guy ya so ena o use Osman Manekwaje sa judges for CK. The same guy na normal this says kan kokoto say if I was say well friends ajinga no. Enesa Abranti oni Anas nye dwuma bio. But you and I know or in one of the confidence. Bit me actually Cynthia oni Anas nye dwuma bio.
Dubai since me ya na enomane de ase akoso
no say enomane doors
enomane akoso o Abrante na brabom like ofan say o me boss ya dia boss they say
mo friend boss
ya friend boss ni dia different nti say o ye di komo kra na ye money di bit me di komo be 4 hours na ye boss na independent be say kire no na ya na ase no ni din de o monta mo na bontin taga iPhone na mo be kesi na obi a friend boss ni di anka se obi am o ye den kro mo moda boss ti obe o mo dia oben a ti me kosi se me ben ye no na mu se boss na de bia na mo di nkoma e friend boss na e ya na asa
and na Abranti oni ni nye dwuma bia
oh me no experience me hun de oni na je dwuma ye tin say oni no Abranti na ne je dwuma me te bibi se kokuba ko say wapam meba okay me ready so ba ko say yapam no say onkusua de na omuso besua de oboa
but you saw one of the best experienced guy on it guy
oboa say okuba ko ebi na no kase Abranti no
I'm saying now person obonidi and how the initials never
me di bete e da bi Abranti and the dey sem de bete me di bete fi say enipa bebre nim no no you be so a nice guy gas will be a nice wa bo na sepen ye ka obi obo na sepen ya pa na se de boni atua neka
so
me ka kire we tua boy neka boy na kunhu ama nas emre bi atwam kunhu ama papa no o hwe enoma na ekoso kro na tumi se obi ananas gini dipan na saga na oka ho bi
I see
yo ka obi o gini dipan ni patre ananas bitima se me gini pa mutra na gare ka ho obi a wati metwi anas 7 years eko plus bi
no ye driver
anas ko be bi ofre no o sa ye dwuma ma ni team no taga IP
I see
enti na onye obi a oye nchen kra na anasa bunu kwasia pa in the highest grade obubo ene kwasia papa na we are saying yes o ma oyen kwa ntwan kwa so ntwan dru se adianas edia ye nipa bi no enye boy no kwa bo ko ya boy we are saying yes so ade na oni anas nye dwuma bi boy bi so ba ko fe na Francis o fa boy so o bo no o se boy na fa na no bi akoton se de
o mo bo no
anas o da mo boy no o se o fa no ma ton den de fa wa fa ton na adwuma akola no fe no tunufo eno ma se na akoton ekola no ya se adwuma na o ye ho no obekun ho mi se me bi me kumi ho but mi say I say kwase abu bi na say enipa ebu because mastermind bi na o yusu ono bede na empire there's a wo kobre ono de no ye
now Kofi last one I say sa Abranti ya me kana sime ne din yem pese beboy eno one ne yere enyantawantawa but what we know ne say Anas afa Abranti ne chi epeso fa Abranti yere edo mu fi krom house o peso de de na wonim fa sa Abranti ne yere ene Anas
Abranti no say dem make us Abranti no opanas asempa oyobia no buanas papa no penasem papa you can be a obitim de nkwansi wo manas na yes abrante no dia me hu in my experience for so many years or panas asem to the extent say ka say obi tutu okra banasa no do de no ho beje no no but anasa amane sesi fom e wa de ketwa bi ho say minim say penimu eni akola nya asema fine say akola no kura de asema da pesa akola no e pa achawa penimu timi de etimi gitum na penin de penin so aye no timi de otimi gi ne fuso tum but yem fa ne say Anas Aremeyaw obi a ohunu say we perfect chin obi a but so the show ntuma mu no esu chen obi de one so de when de e ka obi konkon pa onu de onye mistake no na yi no for me experience me hu on ho no me con in chem here say when so de oye master brain.
Okay, but you're interested in Sisi Anas Abrantie no onne ne yere no entibium but onne girl no oba ana mo be na munim sa Anas yi tu fasa baba wono
Sisi Anas de said de Abrantie no ababa no tumi finitin in to said de onne Anas ababeye so close and tight in the yem fan say minim say bia say boa say Anas person oboa no say you soon no
only girl na Anas ne girl na very tight.
Oh my tight
really?
Oh girl coffee so na
oh really?
Okon office so na e ojolu okoho girl Anas personal number friend no ne chat mu din komo bibia
let us see bit man ka say ne girlfriend Anas then
oh I know the minya in confirmation bia e wo ho e reliable say ne girlfriend no
but girl no call office wo
girl no call office so emfa ne say Abrantie no said ye na ope Anas asem no ana na oje Anas di no odi akola no cry de eto Anas.
Oh really?
Yeah, Anas di nso akola no so difference say open asem
oyoba na be ma
oyoba into ordinate to Anas nti yemfa ne say yedo atu bi nti say ne wo ha bazisi ano yedin to Anas no ayi too much say no say de enam enoma bia na Abrantie ni hu ene enoma bia ni hu no ema Anas ne akola no mu tu bia no mu ye no
na cast it doubt
the doubt be brave eba but if you see the in here can say say no be eya dia na ohweniye because say obi na ayede anyawa ebi obi otinchen de obeyo was Anas de say camp bonipa odi di amanfo binima eni nipa binima miminima boss I guess it take be one man chance na interview no
so
this is a free be because boni ensem de be brave
obetimi a challenge so enye right
ontimi nyina ba bia challenge o challenge a me prove a kire no I have the documents that chasing the date of birth ni I can prove to Anas ontimi challenge and obo say 7 for no so obo say general for no ayi say ne microphone ayi joy for joy on joy and kabum to ontimi kan ho asem boni bia no say unya platform now te so na say ontimi Ghana for enhu no ma bi e koso 7 bebe obo say obeti say abika Anas baby obo say dia ebi dia ba jeje dia ba ya moye sa na Anas so dia ba obeti say 7 July say me boa do obeti wa obeti say me boa say in date of birth o mra me sign me a year by now no Dubai
really
yeah Anas did the birthday a year by now 2017 which is 7th of July 2017 and I didn't birthday of July. Dubai. We didn't birthday of Dubai.
Kofi better was pa.
That's it. Oh, and some baby or na embrace him no. Ye baby so. Where for if I say we say you the proper kwem. We there we and
respite.
We and getting. We there make a quite me bobo location bia. Remember the association no.
And your man cook so.
No me cook so but the remember next one there. Me I made that from. Sisi and I say no me bia abobo me so kakra wo dwuma binti no. To dem ye free am free. Na me akasa no me bia wo ho no. Eno documents bia wo ho. For so original baby say bia obi akebibia eye a obitima back here. You can just read it to the public for the public to hear. Now you can show to the public for them to see. Yeah. So just say obi hang obi anase obi enkotra baby na obi ahihye bibi de mia me de mani hu en de mehu en de mia ankasa no anase ankasa kama mate o maso na mia ankasa no I didn't a secret but ne sell mine a cool man fee sell mine because papa na ankasa de membremu no mo na me brem kokubako I see kokubako adwuma no nkobi ye ne ne kono ye ne nipa no ko adwuma no ye sise ya osise ene bitimi kranka na parent mi say unkobi o ye ne ni nipa ne ko ene ni de esi ene bonni e koso ene ese ade ni esi wo ti baby obetan radio so no wase wo tu futuro gugana foni ai 4 days as a 3 days no so your interview bi akwale say coded place was then coded be what they say max bia hihye nanim bia oh boss e kire na beka no wasem max hihye wonim e be dada gana for.
In some of the videos, me who say painting in sound, and then myself, and then who say baby so more share mask.
I know. So don't say on one share mask. Ni thing they won't try. Every no. I am person. I know also. I know no. So what we man ask there. Video na obi nkyerɛ sɛ wani. Obi nkyerɛ sɛ wani. But and no idea me catch to one say. Ghana for nobody is above the law, and now be any say obi di asamo ba na ya hwe baako for de na ye bro ni pane for ni akasa with obi tim di asamo ba radio so na say o ka anasa asamo na obi gina baby e say me no minim say enkofu bi hu eye enkofu bi hu eye o mawe mu kofobi di say kan Japan no we amafo hin nantechi no we amafo hin dera sports in there last video no sanidera no we amafo hin abronye no we amafo hin because so oko enipa bi wo omanimu ha enipa bi pese enipa bi bre enipa bi mase ti ye han obi se ye mre na se na sani bi metra o mawe mu o ma ni ti bi nyina say on han obi say on bre obi ase on blackmail obi u tue ni panika e kon bia faso ne se nipa hey yesi akwasi faso ne se koku ama faso ne se am adwoa na anasi timi etimi gisika e wo nunu ya ho no wase no hey boss you me kanu me bia na sa ye pa na me de eye me yin say video ne ba mini problem narrator no do narrate asem no
voiceovers na was
I can say with boldly say most of Anas investigation that he has done, Anas does not even go to the field. Only a few, if I say the word few, he only present himself at the field. The rest is done by the Tiger IP members. When it's time for the Canberra show, they just brought him inside to face it. That is all. So whatever goes there, he doesn't know. So if they come to tell you how they narrated, and at the end of the day, they add whatever they want to add to suit their video, so that people will believe.
And on a microphone, buy into it.
People buy it because for what I saw, for what I'm able to witness myself about Aremeyaw is undercover job. I don't find it's undercover job, but adding the word journalism or journalist, I don't see it to be undercover journalism. It's like you are setting someone up, or it's like you are trapping someone to get something.
Say Bonia ya accusing the police why and no so video na epia bonten.
But when you abotre na me musa asimbisi musa anasa say yes custom omo corrupt oko customer ebia ombeju scansa no mai say omo yesi skebia kwaso omo dis come yesi anas investigation away no why view fine why we oyewie ye no sikedi no omu di e wo ho no ye retrieve sikebi
no
very good mdawase yensanfa koko die mlai koko die ode camera ekoye omu ne nanam empeso nanam enwurem a omu de camera twetwa monfo giskese no sikedi na empenifo no ejiji e wo borders ho ne ye no omu gigi no se sika na omu gie di na omu gigi etimi retrieve sikebi good ode men ka bebre yemfa GF for example GF na say if nantachi dwirim bi na nantachi corruption bi wo ho na say otimi etimi nantachi timi ye bibi e critic company bi etimi de giska bi e wa ban ho atachi brastar onko bobo no timi ye bibi dwirim bi a na say obi entimi nka but uko investigate ade na uko investigate ye no enye sika na nantachi the nation fund taxpayers money now akodi GF hono ombe sponsor omo GF sponsor GF ekobo ba yede ye no ema eko omukwa yede techiri no asesika no ebi fa empenifo mi butom no ese omo ye corrupt no sa sika no ene sa de na ekoso no enye sa investigation na asiko ye yo oh masa semos him said Nantachi is corrupt fine you are seeing you me matem football miniature nante monam say Nantachi is corrupt fine the man is corrupt we understand there's corruption in GFA we all have heard since Brazil and even before him say GFA they can omutimi bibi fine create bibi they can do something just to get fun oh ebia yekobobo ebia blaster skasi ni si behinya ebia omo de bekeka ho no magiska no fa omo giska no sai sika na mo ka ho asam no mo ka ho asam say corruption no sai sika no anas investigation ko na mbese mebusa ye Ghana from Tuma Ghana for say sika na GF for depend no any do mo gusu adi
ye huni na video no
sika no investigation as ko any day I can say to you say Anas has his own target of investigating some people in the GFA and there's a high and that is always high to do something yeah high and say yewe and then penifu so mayma omutimi high no say yewe I can say boldly
Kofi you better was ha
mate
it was for interview na wetie no na what in some so sa interview mu na me be ka asem ya kyerem now in the interview no wetie a abrante no edi ne nkomo bi se ane o na owura bi ne Aremeyaw Anas very tight and close but edruwe bi a one no ebe ye den party ways on any party ways no so no na owura no so ne ewura bi so awa say ewura no so say ewura no ono ena saade no a enkonson no sa e che na Anas di hye nenim no tie ni o mo fe bimra mo say Anas ne nam okọ no sa beast no Anas di hye nenim no na me bedani me kyeremade me say bibie no ni abranti wa me kwaku me ma kono bi me ka say obi be ka so onya 1 second kra de adwene owura we hu nipa ko yes mumfa ne real picture bi mra ebi hye nenim na menkyerɛ mo ade bi MC among get me one of those announced pictures are eyi hye nenim mask ni bi hye nenim now sa eyi no kan say beats no a ode aye che na o hye na ese nenim no sa brante no a guy eya bonidin ni baby mama correct example na that way we sa beats we a ode ahyehye chenim ode asen nenim no sa baby mama of Anas confident no ono no yes sa baby or yes sa the way your friend Mimi maboni din pen Mimi is Anas one of the lawyer eyi ba ko a ono e no yes sa beats we edema Aremeyaw Anas ono pempam ni na your friend Mimi enche meda ne di akire mo yeah biom it is our beast we na asefo ina Mimi na ye ni na edema Anas Mimi no a baby mama of this confidant sa confidant no so on no wan that confidence of Anas no any abrante na oda police for kukom no your friend is saying Daniel Owusu Kranting yes onwa he is the one okay Timuhu said the wiase enipa esiye nipa bonefa Daniel Owusu Kranting also known as Amache any Anas and Nanti in truth and integrity closely no to Yaneka saying Bosume no man is saying 600 Ghana Ahmed Swali no man is saying the family no Mecca 700 Ghana cedis no many ade we and Nanti be to me the abobra sa we bees we ni nyoma we na che we ohihye ni na Mimi and a pam ni na dema Anas Aremeyaw Anas Mimi is also the baby mama of wine Amache also known as Daniel Owusu Kranting as CCA police for any needing no sa no mo say be see ne the Ghana police for entiminya one shred of evidence and from the boy Branton Kwedu yet Daniel Owusu Kranting, also known as Amache, has been in the police for God knows how many months. Or that show police for them. Now, me bisa Anas, Aremeyaw Anas. Aremeyaw, is it true? Were you doing money laundering between Ghana and Dubai? Were you? Number 2, were you carrying some guns? Every Ghana had the code Dubai. Oh, nobody said to no. Se bibi koswa said to no mo de koye den. Were you also transporting maybe to say gold? No money at the Edico Dubai and other substances. Bibi says see. Not there now de koye. Were you lifting money from Dubai to Ghana? God. Random. My men can messages in Nafi Yen Shedi Ebeyon. Or say, good evening, Kweku. I am Clogball. Ransford from La Paz. Kweku. Only the wicked would not understand the good work that you are doing. But I promise you that they will die like Idi Amin. Ransford Nede Ebai. Serious one. Kweku Anan, please, I am Ernest Kwanzaa Jr. from Dansuman, Kweku. So upon all what you are telling us to beware of these fake pastors, prophets, and Ghanaians are not still discerning all in the name of a book that we were slaves. With Kweku imagining, T-roll that we use is black like it will be zero so. Because we don't believe anything in black color. Osajevo help us in our everyday doings. Once for a Kwanzaa message, not me when you papa right up now. Good evening, brother. My name is Jilga. Jilga what? I say, don't worry, brother. The world will surely come back to Africa to seek the Lord, just as it was in the time of Joseph in the Bible. Okay, on a Sunday, no. Mame Kweku. Also, you made my day with Voice of Africa leaders and how we can be liberated. if we come together, but you kill my spirit with excesses of Anna's expose, that's it mean that you have issues with him, or because of the case we won against your former boss. By the way, have you paid the $18 million defamation on Henry or Deborah? By the way, do you have any Okay, Deborah, let's do it this way. See, can you forward the written judgment of the judge in the United States so that I read it? And the judgment says what? Somebody should pay 18 million. Just get me the state fence and the written judgment, and I'll read it. And what the bar and one BBI, okay, why? I'll see. Hey, how good morning, good evening, Kwekwanan. Ask OSP. We want to know the whereabouts of Ken Ofori Atta. Good evening, rather. Okay, you want to say good evening? All right, I got you. This is the most important program you have ever embarked upon. This is the beginning of new possibilities for Africa and Africans. God bless you. Okay, good one. Good evening, sir. Can you please address the issues for me? What the government and the state security are doing about those foreign Burkina Faso and Malian women and children who have taken over the city of Accra Street, most especially the general area of 37 military hospital, begging for monies and food. If the state doesn't address this issue, a time will come these children will grow and take over the country. Please, thank you very much, sir, and God bless you. Assembly, ya ka. Now why never resolve? Minister of Children and the Gender, our Hefa. Good evening, Kweku. My name is Dumevi. I follow you every day on your program, even far back on Netu. You have shown everything that demonstrates you have a grip, a grip of Anas. Yes, because everyone sees the face of Anas behind the mask. It is true he obtained his passport on the name Anas, Aremeyaw Anas, but it's our interest to know him by his household name. The name the mother and the classmates called him. I see. Okay. But Anas also has to a friend of Prince. You don't know. He also called himself Prince. Anas, Aremeyaw Anas will call himself double names all through in a life. Hello, Kwekwanan. I am alarmed by the MPP's thank you tour. Implosion. Internal power struggles are crippling the party's momentum. Ghanaians deserve better. It's time for a fresh alternative. I still throw my support behind Nana Kwame Bediako's New Force movement. It's time for change in 2028. Let's break the NDC NPP cycle and build a brighter future of Ghana. Echo Thomas from Committee 4. Folks, messages in my yard. Kakra make me a kind. When was there? Electricity in some afidie. Me amenia John Jenapo. Wabekani numu asem say 450 megawatts. Yanye careful ye yini ne free so which will plunge this country into perpetual darkness. In the government, by force, I think over $100 million. Yes, sir. Mo MPP ni NDC ni mienu. Ghana is just one state. Unlike Nigeria, 36 states. So Nigeria, for some would assume it makes sense to me. But Ghana is just one state. Guess how many power producers in the independent power producers and yet your minister is telling you say 450 megawatts will be gone if you enter into NDC MPP parties 32 years after Sergeant Dr. Kwame Nkrumah created electricity called Akosomo. They seen there none of them may produce any source of power, sustainable energy production. I'm on my way. Omuko no maba every 4 to 8 years. 8 years of what? Hopelessness and destitute. They are all bunch of what? Criminals, thieves and rocks. Ghana, one state on my back. And you see a federal state, one state, they cannot even produce power for you and I. Mondays, something is coming in the making. We are monitoring all situations closely. Call a friend, brother, program me and that's the internet and YouTube. Wait me, come on. Share with a friend, a brother, a sister. Together, we're trying to see whether we'll build this nation anyway, anyhow, according to that of the new breeds. Folks, Omer Boame production, Ruby X, Echo Bismarck, and then online editor Kens Campbell. The two guys there, the indefatigable executive producer Yao Yamba, and then credible Omina Bomichidem, editors at large, Wine, Kofi Ansa, and then director of research, Eno Kofi Ejiri, Omobuamam Disho Nebra. Show me the YouTube. Koshe, Fema, a friend, a brother, a sister, and I say tribute the tea, new money, nothing will be as subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Frontline Ghana, and as you see TV, then your man didn't know. My name is Aremeyaw, your investigative journalist. Until the same time Monday, I come your way.